What's up, everybody? I know it's been a while, but I figured we would just jump right back into it when I had time to do it. And so I know today is Wednesday the 13th, and these patch notes came out, well, they came out last week, but I think they were implemented on March 12th, which would be yesterday. Um, I read some of the patch notes for, or at least the dev blog leading into what's coming in April, and there are big things there, so I figured I should jump back in, take care of this, and add a couple smaller videos that I've been wanting to make. Some of the larger requests are going to have to continue to wait. I just haven't had time to set my characters up for it, and for that I apologize. But for now, let's jump into the patch notes for the March 2019 release, and we'll see what's headed our way. So, features and changes. We got some audio changes. When encountering the different pirate factions around New Eden, Capsuleers will be able to hear distinctly different communications chatter based on which pirate faction they come in contact with. That's pretty cool. Missions and NPCs, level 4 and 5 agent missions are now only accessible for Omega accounts. Well, that sucks. Not that I was doing a lot of level 4 mission running, but they opened up level 4, or they opened up some skill sets to and ships to level 4, what am I talking about? To alpha accounts. And it sort of opened the door for being able to run level 4 agent missions, but man, I apologize. My NOS is resetting itself, and it's very noisy when it does it. Anyway, PvE adjustments have been made to the respawn rates of certain nullsec anomalies. These adjustments are part of a gradual, ongoing process that will see further tweaks for this type of content. I'm afraid that this means that ratting is going to take a major hit, but we'll see. I don't know. Skills added the ability to purchase all core skills directly from the character sheet for a 30% markup on seeded prices. Wow. Now that begs the question of what technically is a core skill, but we'll see what goes from there. User interface. The tooltip of a repairing module in the ship HUD will now have a countdown, showing how long until the module is fully repaired. Defect fixes. Gameplay. To prevent exploits surrounding wars, it is no longer possible for a defending corporation to join an alliance that has an offensive war against their aggressor. During any war cooldown period, either side of the old war can choose to declare a new war instantly if both sides are war eligible. Any new war started during the cooldown of an old war involving the same parties will immediately end the old war early and start the new war with fighting enabled. No 24-hour spool up. This new war is still subject to the same billing and eligibility requirements of any normal war. Fixed several problems with the expiry or expiration date of wormholes, especially for nullsec wormholes. This should fix the problem of wormholes collapsing when trying to jump through. Corrected the metagroup attribute of several T2 and T3 items so that they will display correctly in the compare tool. Fixed a problem with reloading partially loaded modules where only one stack of charges was being used. Fixed a fitting problem with the fit ship option where it did not warn properly if not sufficient ammunition could be found. It will also now restock the correct amount of mission ammunition. Fixed an issue causing webifying drones to all have the same signature radius. Graphics and audio. Fixed Deimos mirrored faction logo. Fixed an issue whereby certain VFX sounds were being muted as soon as they started playing in systems with many deployed structures. Changed the location of a blinking light on the Cinnaball, which was placed on the same spot as a turret hardpoint. Fixed the logo displayed on the Nyx with the police skin applied to it. Enabled a warping animation on the Astero. Fixed blurriness of booster trails when flying especially fast ships while having speed boosting implants. Fixed bug that caused explosion sounds to play when warping away from a decayed angel mass grave and minimizing the client. That's a very specific use case. Fixed inverted logo on Tatara structure. Fixed clipping on the women's Republic Fleet Ordnance jacket. Fixed clipping of the men's lockstep boots through the men's commando pants. Technical. Fixed an issue in the physics engine with collision handling that could lead to ship position or velocity becoming desynchronized between server and clients. Structures and deployables. Improved a misleading error message when trying to take control of a flex structure, which is already, let me mute that over here. Let's see, improved a misleading error message when trying to take control of a flex structure, which is already controlled by someone else. Fixed a problem with right-click options for upwell structures. Fixed a problem with contract creation where a slow down message was displayed if you had items in very many Upwell structures. Bounties from NPCs, which are killed by Upwell structures, are now being paid out to the controller of the structure. Fixed a problem where cloaking ships were sometimes not fully removed from observing clients if they were observing space from viewing outside from an Upwell structure. This could also lead to desync. Fixed a problem where the docking availability icon on an Upwell structure would switch to denied after trying to dock with a too large ship, as the ship size should not be part of this. Text and description fixes and changes. Several minor text issues have been corrected. The error message received when the network connection between client and server socket closed has been updated to provide more useful information. The Eve Mail notification sent to corporation members on the deletion of a character that is a member of their corporation has been changed. That's good because that was very confusing. User interface fixed a problem in the market which excluded items from being shown when using show only available with a region range filter if they were only being sold in Upwell structures. Disabled the non-functional option to read news on billboards. Fitting simulation, it is now possible to filter the hardware browser by subsystems for T3 cruisers in combination with the filter for rigs. Fixed a problem that overview settings were not saved properly while being docked. The tooltip from a module shows now the correct damage state while it is being repaired. Fixed minor issues with the alignment and text style of the object name in the radial menu. Fixed a problem with the show info window where it was not possible to open the preview window of a ship if a character with positive or negative standing was viewed before in the show info window. Also a very specific case. The color of links is now affected by the colorblind mode. That's great. Fixed a problem which prevented the guests list in a station or Upwell structure to be updated properly while a filter was active. And lastly, fixed a problem where the corporation show info window was not updated properly after leaving an alliance. So that's March of 2019. We've got the April dev blog up, and it's talking a lot about fixing carrier application of damage to smaller ships and general survivability and the use of FACS carriers or force auxiliary carriers to make super carriers and carriers and also Titans somewhat indestructible. And there's my NAS again, still attempting to update the firmware. So yeah, lots to look forward to. They implemented the 64-bit client, I believe, in February, if I didn't miss it entirely. I've had my head down with work and a lot going on in life and other video games, I must admit, over the last month or so. And yeah, I appreciate you being here, and hit me up with what questions you have. Otherwise, I may start posting some videos from Anthem and other games that I'm playing lately. So yeah, stick with me and let me know if there's anything you actually want to specifically see in some of those other games. So I've been playing Elite Dangerous, Anthem. I started into my own personal Subnautica experience, which I had not played yet. And I'll probably be playing the Division 2 here in a couple days. So one way or the other, thank you for being here. And hopefully you'll hang around. And I'll see you soon. Thanks a lot.